Hey guys, this is Mr. Okami here, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Xenoverse discussion. Now, in my last video, I did mention a couple of transformations they could add in the game, and I also said that I was going to mention some of the weaknesses in that video as well. But due to the fact that the last video was only like 8 minutes long, damn, bro, that's savage. Since the video was only like 8 minutes long, unfortunately, I couldn't even get to the weaknesses part at all. So I am gonna talk about the weaknesses that each of these new transformations have for Xenoverse 3 may have. Starting with Super Saiyans 1 through 4. Basically, Super Saiyan 4, or at least some of the drawbacks you can get from Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4 will gradually decrease your ki, much like Super Saiyan Blue. So yes, unfortunately, that's the only comparison. You get an insane power for it, but unfortunately, in order to make it fair for people to use, it won't be like, oh, that character's too OP, or automatically assume someone as a hacker. What you can do, what the devs can do, they can at least make like Super Saiyan 4, like an option, make Super Saiyan 4, make it gradually lose. I keep dropping the water bottle. Make Super Saiyan 4 gradually lose ki or gradually lose stamina, because we got the stamina and ki bar onto it as well. I also did some thinking about the Link transformation too, what I mentioned earlier in the previous video. I'll get to that in a minute, but I want to go over the weaknesses of each of the new transformations that they may add to the game if they decide to make the Xenoverse 3, or if they're in the process of making the Xenoverse 3. For the margins, like for the absorption technique, like I said, the absorption will only last for about a couple of seconds. You'll be able to use that opponent's skill for at least about I guess you can say about a couple of seconds, maybe. I'm still working on that, but that's just a basic idea of what type of weakness you can add, or it slowly drains your stamina. As for the Frieza forms, I guess the Frieza forms, if you want to add like the fourth form, like the form that Cooler has. I'm fighting against 17. Oh gosh, oh boy. And this is not the normal 7. This is like Dragon Ball Super 17. Oh boy, I'm gonna be in trouble. I keep doing that. As I was saying, for the absorption part, like for the if they decide to add the awakening skill absorption for the Majins, what they can do is like have pretty much how the awakening form for the Majins, like the purification form, you can have it gradually decrease your stamina as the fight goes on. So when your stamina breaks, the absorption awakening skill it's gone after that. After you can't use it after that. And I know not a lot of people want to agree with this part, but make like the absorption skill like once per battle. You can only use it once, so that will make players think on their feet, saying, okay, let me use this skill in a more tactical way. If I just try to spam it willy-nilly, it's going to throw me off completely. It's going to mess me up big time. As for now, let's move on to this the Frieza race. As for the Frieza race, there weren't any weaknesses in the gold form, so I couldn't really think of any good weaknesses, but here's a couple I think they should add. Man, I'm getting this shit beat out of me beat him. Some of the weaknesses for like the fourth form, or the fifth form, or Cooler's fifth form, as he said in the movie, and Cooler's Revenge. Well, fourth form, sorry about that, I'm sorry. My brain, for some reason, I can't really remember certain stuff from certain Dragon Ball movies. I'll end up forgetting sometimes. So, if you guys hear me say one thing about a movie, then the movie says something completely different, then I gotta apologize for that. I apologize for that. But as I was saying, moving on to the Frieza race, what they can do, they can I can't really think of anything. The only thing I can probably think of is that their health will gradually decrease, maybe. But that'll make it too. I mean, because I'm pretty sure you can make like the fourth form of the Frieza race transformations, like how Frieza goes for his first, second, third, and fourth form, and then the fifth form you want to add Cooler's. God damn, I lost. Well, that was embarrassing. But screw it, whatever. Basically, but I think it's gonna be the same thing for the Majins. Like, have your stamina or ki decrease gradually as the fight progresses, so you have to constantly charge it or constantly be careful how you use it, because if you use it too soon, too early in the match, then you're pretty much going to be putting yourself in a world of hurt. But if you use it too late, then you pretty much be screwed after that. Now moving on to the Namekian's giant red eyes form. I still haven't done the research on it yet, but I'm willing to bet that the weakness you can have for that, it increases your attack, your offensive, like ki blast or strike supers and stuff like that, but it decreases your defense by at least about I would have to say 30%, if not less. So basically you get a huge buff in power, but basically the weakness for the red eye form is that, much like the Super Saiyan 4 absorption / awakening or purification and Frieza's 4 form, have them like drain the ki as the match goes on, so it'll be a little bit fair. Basically have all the transformations like have some form of weakness to it. Don't make it to like where it, well, oh sorry, I'm talking like I'm actually talking to Des right now. Basically what I am going to do, well sorry, why am I talking like I'm part of the devs? Basically what the transformation they can do, they can like have like some type of specific weakness that Red Eyes form may have that we don't know about, because I don't think it has a weakness in the Dragon Ball Heroes game. I'll have to look it up a little bit more and see if I can try to find some more information about it. But until then, we're gonna say they'll gradually decrease the your ki or stamina. Moving on to the human race, we're gonna keep the power pole since some people who use human avatars or CACs, some of them do like it, but they could have done a little bit more. As for the humans, I'm a little afraid to put this out here because when I said super soup, sorry, not super Saiyans. Well, I said super soups. Basically, for humans, like give them like a superhuman skill. Basically, every time I say superhuman, I keep imagining Master Roshi in his buff form. I mean, how weird would it be if they actually gave us the buff form that Master Roshi used from Dragon Ball all the way to Tournament of Power and Dragon Ball Super? I mean, can y'all just imagine how weird that would look if all the female CACs had that form or something like that? But I know no one wants to walk around with their females looking like they're jacked up all the way up to 11. So it the superhuman transformation could be like something similar to like unlock potential. Similar to like unlock potential and stuff like that. Sorry. Yeah, like I said, the reason why I kept the power pole, I kind of like it a little bit because it does give you some type of super armor and you don't take damage, but the only weakness it has is you get hit, you lose the power pole and you lose the flying nimbus. So I like how they did with that, but that's pretty much okay. That's it for the transformations. As for the Link transformations, I think that'll just be like a new mechanic for this game, but that's just how I feel. Moving on to the next part, we're going to talk about, in this video, we're also going to be talking about the races too. I mean, I know we have the Frieza race, the Saiyan race, the Namekian race, and we also have the Majin race as well. So, we're going to talk about the possibility of adding a Kaioshin, android, evil Kaioshin, or demons. We're going to start with the Kaioshin because one, in Dragon Ball Heroes, they allow you to pretty much create your own custom Kaioshin if you want to. Now, I'm not going to go into the transformation for each of the new races, but unfortunately, I can't really think of a transformation. The only transformation I can possibly think of is the Supreme Kai of Times transformation, but I think that might be too OP. Or at least, that's actually a good idea. I might use in another video. We might talk about the Supreme Kai of Time in the next video. So, now, it would make sense that since we have Zamasu, who's technically a Kaioshin in training, Supreme Kai of in training, it will make sense that we talk about the Kaioshin because one, if Zamasu can be in the game, why not have why not be able to create your own custom Kaioshin, who's also going through the Supreme Kai training? Or better yet, you can make like Spring Kai Time a playable character in the game. You can be like her student or something like that, and she teaches you some of her tricks. Who knows, she might actually have some of the similar techniques to hit, since she is technically a goddess of time, so it would make sense that she'll have techniques similar to hits. But I said similar, not entirely exactly the same. Sorry about that, guys. I gotta text my phone real quick, but it won't take me long. But basically, that's one of the races. The Android race, I think that might be an excellent addition, because one, we already have Android like Android 17, Android 18, Android 16, and we also have Android 13, who are also in the game as well. So if you haven't done the DLC yet, I know I have. So yeah, that's another race that we can add to it. I don't think the Androids will have a transformation. The only transformation I can probably think for the Androids would be like the transformation similar to that of Super 17, and that's the only one I think. But that's kind of similar to like the Namekian Infusion thing, and I don't think no one wants to go through all that. So let's see, what's another one? Oh, I did say the Kaioshins, or the evil Kaioshins. Now, not a lot of people talk about this because for the simple fact, damn, that looks glorious. But I'm sorry, Philip. But oh god. But what was I going to say? Oh yes, basically the evil Kaioshin, or the Makaiyoshin. Don't know how you pronounce that properly. So basically, yeah, there'd be kind of like people. So basically, they're like the evil version of the Kaioshin, like how the Supreme Kai Time is and stuff like that. So that'll be pretty much a thing. Wow, I did not know I've been talking for 13 minutes. I guess I got a little passionate about this one, but it'll be actually kind of great to actually see that we're beginning to create like the good Kaioshin or the evil Makaioshins and stuff like that. I'm gonna go into the story. I will go into the story a little bit more, but right now kind of running low on time, so we're gonna keep talking about the new races we can add onto the game. Now here's the big one that made me wonder. That made me actually wonder if they were planning on putting this in the next game. The next part of the game, the next race will be the demons, which is Toa and Mira. And wouldn't it be awesome if we had Mira as our teacher or something like that? Actually, that would look kind of cool, but it would also kind of weird at the same time, since we already can learn his skills anyway. So I'll probably do like topics on the Supreme Kai of Time and Toa and Mira in another video. So yeah, that's part of the new races that can add on to it. I would say now for the next part, in the next video I'm gonna go over the topics, the story topic, what we can add into the story, because one, there's been a lot of talk about saying, oh, we should have like a battle between the time patrollers and the time breakers, but unfortunately I don't like that idea. I have another idea in mind, so I might go over some other stuff that they could put in the story as well, so that way we won't be like, because if they are going to make us go through the whole time traveling thing, we gotta take it a bit further. Alright guys, I guess that's it for today's video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.